Alright, Project Greenlight, let's see what you got. Ugh, damn. So before I talk about the Project Greenlight pitch, I want to talk about something that I love, Comic-Cons. Over the last weekend, I got a chance to go to the Silicon Valley Comic-Con. I believe it's in the second year. Usually I go to Comic-Cons, I'm working for IGN. Nothing wrong with that. I love doing that. But for the first time in a long time, I got to go as a fan. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing more motivating and inspiring than going to a place with people of like-minded interest and people out there creating. Local artists out there that just want to get their message out about their cool product or their cool creation. And so for me, I gotta tell you, if you got a chance to go out there to your local Comic-Con, do it. Go out there and just meet other creators out there. I tell you, it's really awesome and it's really inspiring. And if you're one of those artists or creators that are out there doing your thing at the conventions, then keep it up, because man, it's awesome. Okay, on to the Project Greenlight pitch. The last day pitch, the one that we talked about many episodes ago. I got one idea that I am kind of working on. I'll give you the pitch. I'm calling it The Last Day.
Horror thriller. Oh my god. Big breaths in between. You got it. Okay.
Could not get picked as the 10 finalist for Project Greenlight. Sucks. What are you gonna do? But the thing that sucks even more was the fact that they didn't even have the courtesy to just send a hey, sorry, you didn't get picked or anything like that. I mean, you know, you spend so much energy just making these pitch videos, you'd hope they'd have the courtesy to be like, hey, sorry, it didn't happen. No, instead you have to go to their website and then find the 10 videos and one of them happens to be not yours. So it kind of sucks. Anyway, last week I asked you guys if you wanted to check out the pitch video. I'm kind of thinking about doing it and releasing it next week. Let me know what you think. So I got an overwhelming response from you guys that you wanted to check it out. So before we check out the video, let me explain to you a couple things. The video will have no music on it. Turns out in their rules, they do not want you to use music that you personally didn't create. The other thing is you can't use footage of anything that you didn't personally create, so hence there isn't a whole lot of B-roll to work with. So it's a pretty standard pitch video for The Last Day, but I wanted you guys to check it out. So check it out. Let me know what you think.
Hi, I'm Mike Aransky. I'm a producer over at IGN. I have a little movie making show on YouTube called Classic Aransky, and I've made a few feature films over the last 20 years, including a film that I executive produced and DP'd called Phobia, which I actually got domestic and international distribution for. That film was a contained thriller about a haunted agoraphobic, and I want to revisit the contained thriller subgenre, but with a sci-fi horror twist. My story's called The Last Day. It's the story of James Knox, a working class man in his mid-30s and the last 24 hours of his life as the world crumbles around him. It's like Duncan Jones' Moon meets George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. The film begins from James' POV as a shadowy creature briefly comes into his dying vision, and then we step back into the beginning of his last day. We're greeted by James waking from a restless night, who is tattered, beaten, and armed only with a rusty shotgun surrounded by dead bodies in his boarded-up home. Are the bodies from him or from the world outside his house? That's the mystery you'll soon discover. The only comfort he has is an AI friend called Al, who is similar to Amazon Alexa or Apple's Siri. We revisit his frightening past as he considers the dead he's trapped inside with, and the horrible choices he had to make to survive, for now. What the audience doesn't know and soon discovers is James is not on present-day Earth. In fact, he's thousands of years in the future on a colonized planet, let's call it Earth 2, after Earth 1's ecosystem was destroyed by the planet's greedy nations. Humans have been on this planet for ages, living in neighborhoods designed to look exactly like those we left back home. What mankind didn't count on were the original inhabitants of this planet, monsters who've awoken from hibernation and plan to take their planet back. This is the story of James's rise and fall as the creatures break through the walls of our hero's home on what looks to be James's last daybreak. The Last Day is terrifying, unquestionably suspenseful, and heartbreaking. It'll have a great social commentary about why we had to move to this new planet, take from others, what it means to survive and sacrifice. It's an incredibly dark horror film with a sci-fi twist that will keep you hooked till the end. Phobia, my last film, was made with a budget of only $40,000, but with $300,000 and Clive Barker's support, I know we can make something no one's ever seen before. I believe it's a movie that will frighten you while forcing you to question the world around you. I want everyone to experience this story, and I would love your support to make this crazy fantasy a reality. Thank you.
So there you go. That was the pitch video for Project Greenlight for the last day. As mentioned in the past episodes, this pitch was more for their kind of serious horror style. We are focusing on slasher right now because I want to do more comedy horror. So that's what we brought to the table. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you dug it, make sure to click that like button. And finally, follow me at Mike Aransky on Twitter for all your latest updates on the movie, my life, whatever. And until next time, bye. Hey, this is a thing that people have been doing on the YouTubes lately, so I guess I'm supposed to do this. Subscribe, check out that button there. I think it's there. It's like in the ear. I don't know. There's like supposed to be a graphic here, so hopefully that's there. Make sure to check out these videos also, because they're cool. There you go. And then I guess I'm supposed to hang out here for a bit while you decide to click stuff. So, yeah.